it's Jamie from Not So Wimpy Teacher, and today I want to chat with you about ditching your writing craftivities. All right, first things first, before we get to the craftivities chat, I want to let you know that I have a gift for you, and that is a free writing guide which breaks down all of the mini lessons that you can and should be teaching during the year. I think this makes it so much easier to confidently plan your writing lessons and know that you're breaking the lessons into bite-sized pieces for your learners. So make sure you click on the link in the notes and grab that free gift from me, the writing guide. Now let's chat about those craftivities. Okay, I love things to be cute. I really do. I love cute clip art and I love cute crafts. And so when I started teaching, we did a lot of writing craftivities. And maybe we did a plant craftivity that was shaped like a flower and it had a little bit of writing on the leaves. And maybe each holiday we would do a fun craftivity like an elf or a heart that were 3D. I don't know, all these different things. And I called it a writing instruction. We used our writing workshop time to do them. And everyone's would be pretty much the same, right? Because we kind of did them together. I'd sit there and I'd say, okay, guys, fold your paper here and then color this and then write this here. And so at the end of the project, everyone's were pretty much the same. Put it on the bulletin board and be like, oh, look how cute our students' writing is. But then I stepped back at one point and I really looked at it and I thought, all of this looks the same. But my learners, my writers are certainly not the same. They are not at the same level. They don't have the same interests and skills, strengths and weaknesses. Should all of their writing look the same at the end? And it was kind of this eye-opening moment for me. So tell me, comment and let me know. Be honest. Have you been a teacher who has really leaned on those writing craftivities like I did? I really did. I was like, when we finished one craftivity, we went to the next. So go ahead, say it in the comments. Say, that was me. It's okay. Own up to it because the reality is the writing craftivities are cute. And they make a cute bulletin board. They look good. You are getting your students to be cutting, gluing, and writing. And so it feels like a good thing to be doing. And I'm not saying you should cancel all writing craftivities because I couldn't do that. I like them. They're cute. Do one on a holiday. Go for it. Do one at the end of a science unit. Go for it. But one thing that became abundantly clear to me is that I wasn't really teaching my students how to write when I did these craftivities. I was telling them what to write instead of teaching them how to write. I wasn't preparing them for real life writing or even the writing they're going to see on testing. And I realized that I was really letting my students down by not teaching the skills they really needed to know to be really strong writers, not just to create a cute bulletin board. And honestly, those writing craftivities were starting to get stressful for me too because there were so many supplies and when the student didn't cut right and we had to start over. And sometimes I was like in the copy room copying on construction paper for hours to try to get these craftivities right. So there was a little bit of a relief when I realized you don't have to do craftivities all the time, Jamie. Let that go. But then snuck in the fear. If we don't do craftivities during writing workshop, what the heck are we going to do? Yikes. And that's when I started to really take all of the skills that good writers use in an opinion writing or in a personal narrative or in a fiction narrative or an informational report, started breaking them down into really small pieces. When I did this, I realized I have tons of lessons to teach. And if I do a mini lesson and teach my students how to use these skills instead of telling them what to write, then they will be able to write on their own. They'll be independent writers, more successful writers. But I also realized I have plenty to teach. I don't need to fill my time with craftivities because there's plenty of things that I can teach my students. And so key is when I got rid of those scary writing craftivities, I had to replace it with my own mini lessons. I didn't know exactly what to do with them at first, but I did experiment, break down the skills into little pieces until I realized I've got myself an entire year's worth of lessons on how to write. So that's the gift I'm giving to you. We took all those lessons and put it into a guide for you. It breaks it down by genre and gives you a great idea of the type of lesson you might want to do to help students with that particular skill. Consider dropping those Craftivities, or at least limiting them to maybe just a few each year. Instead, fill your bulletin boards with the writing students do when you teach them the skills and strategies. Be okay with the fact that they're not all going to be the same and they're not all going to be perfect. In fact, celebrate that because that's their honest, authentic writing. And we should be excited and proud of that. So, what do you think? Can you fill your bulletin boards with their real writing? Are you open to eliminating a few of those Craftivities and teaching your students how to write? Tell me in the comments. I'm excited. I want to learn this. And then make sure you grab that free writing guide because I think this is going to be a great place for you to get started. But then stay tuned because we're going to continue to post videos with more writing tips because we want to help you to be a more confident writing teacher with students who are super excited to write. Sound good? All right. Have a not so wimpy day.